Go on, Dylan! Go on, Dylan!
Good morning from a very sunny Denollan Park in Tunbridge Wells. So, as I said, this week's video is going to be a little bit different. I am going to be marshalling at the London Marathon tomorrow morning. But first, I have been roped into pacing 20 minutes here at Royal Tunbridge Wells. Now, on a flat course, I'd back myself all day to run 20 minutes in current fitness. But this is not flat. This is actually quite hilly. So let's see how we get on. Hey. There it is. Doesn't actually look like I'm pacing anyone now. Right, so on the way back from parkrun, where I paced sub 20 at Royal Tunbridge Wells, I was actually a little bit quick. So it's quite a tricky course to pace because it's a bit up and down, and I basically went a bit off, a bit hot in order to try and bank a little bit of time, and I probably banked a little bit too much. So by my watch I came in at about 19:44, but I slowed significantly in the last probably half a kilometre because I was way ahead of pace. So not the greatest pacing job I've ever done, but I wasn't actually sure whether I'd be able to run sub 20 there. What is actually really encouraging is I did it feeling pretty comfortable, and I think I had another gear really. I think I probably could have gone a bit quicker if I'd actually been racing that. I probably could have got closer to 19, so that's nice to know. But there we go. I'm just running home now. I have an afternoon of building nursery furniture. Rock and roll. Beautiful day for it as well, to be inside, but never mind. So that's my plan. And then tomorrow I'm getting picked up nice and early, so 6 a.m, and we are going to London to marshal the London Marathon. Good morning and happy Sunday. It is the day of the London Marathon, and I'm on my way to the coach to get picked up to drive into London, as I am marshalling this morning. It is 10 to 6 in the morning, so it is a fairly early start. I think you can probably see from my eyes that I haven't really woken up yet, and Claire is very kindly dropping me off so that I get a lift in. But yeah, weather looks beautiful, probably better for spectators than runners. I think it's going to get warm, hopefully not as warm as it was last year, but yeah, looking forward to it.
I'm pretty sure we're leaving about 20 minutes behind if we go now.
Good morning. So we are in London. We have arrived at the Blackheath start, so we got the coach down here. Very simple 40-minute journey, and now I am just walking down to my marshal station. I still need to pick up my sort of jacket, official jacket and lanyard and things like that, but just having a little wander at the moment. You can see all the people finishing their reverse runs, so there's quite a few. This chap here, I think, looks like he's been doing it where they start at sort of between midnight and about 4 AM, I think, and run the London Marathon course in reverse, so fair play to them. So there's a few people finishing that now, so right, I'm going to leave it there for now and catch up with you in a bit. The calm before the storm. So the 3:25 paces have just come through, and I think this is the end of one of the waves. There's a bit of a lull in between the waves generally, but it's about 10 AM now, so we've been going for about half an hour. Yes, Andrew, yes! Oh no, I'm not going to accept the end. Just like that, it is done. So it is about 11:45, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, 11:45, and all of the runners have gone past. So we were at the blue start, and yeah, what a day. I mean, you don't realise the scale of it until you spend 3 hours clapping people going past, but that's a lot of people, and that's just one of the starts. So once we'd done our marshalling for the day, we basically just cleared up our area, so made sure there were no old clothes, litter, etc., and wandered down to Blackheath Station, where we got the train into Cannon Street. From there, as a group, we walked down to Blackfriars and we supported there, looking out for our Harrier club mates. I think there was about 12 people running in the end, and we managed to see quite a few of them at that spot, which was nice. There's also a little bit of shade under the bridge, and then we moved into the open above the bridge a little bit later on. And from there, yeah, we just sort of wandered down the embankment. It was heaving though. Obviously at that point on a beautiful sunny day in London watching the marathon, it is always going to be busy. But yeah, we carried on before we ended up at the Lamb and Flag pub in Soho, which is our standard post-London Marathon hangout, where we all congratulated those guys that finished. We then wandered back to the train station to get back to Tunbridge Wells, and I managed to actually watch some of the marathon from the train. So that's a view from the train carriage, seeing masses go past underneath, and as you can see there's still loads of support around, which is absolutely brilliant. Hello and happy Monday. It is the day after the London Marathon and I'm working from home today, so I'm just out getting a little lunchtime shakeout after what was a phenomenal day yesterday. So as you can see from all the clips, did the marshalling in the morning, some phenomenal performances yesterday, loads of PBs. Special shout out to Dylan Hobbs, who ran 2:22 and knocked 8 minutes off the Tunbridge Wells Harriers club record and his own PB. I think he finished in 31st place. So a hugely impressive run. But like I said, there were still some awesome performances elsewhere as well. So yeah, what a day. It's going to be absolute FOMO and a real kick up the backside to get a good for age. So my good for age is 2:57 for London. Now you always want a bit of a buffer, don't you? But I do think if I can get to that 2:55, that elusive 2:55, I should be there or thereabouts. I've just got to pull my finger out and get training hard. I know it's quite a cliche to say that it's inspiring watching a marathon, and particularly one like London, but I think until you've stood there and watched every single runner from the very first elite to the very last person go past you and try and understand the rhyme, reason, rationale, belief, causes that they're all running for, then you can't not find it inspiring. It is so impressive. So well done to everybody who ran it. There really is something special about the London Marathon. I'm not even from London, but I still feel such an affinity towards it. I've run it twice. I'd love to run it again, but it is such a special day. So well done to everybody that ran it, and particularly Sebastian Sawe, who ran it in 1:59:30, being the first person to run under 2 hours for the marathon in legal race conditions, which is absolutely bonkers. And on that note, I'll leave it there.